Hello, everybody. Yeah, it's me again. Hey, if you guys watched the last two videos, I just want to say that don't judge that officer poorly. Just to reiterate what took place, I went in there to give them what I believe to be the knife that cut me. I don't know. They're going to have to do a DNA test and see if it's my blood that's on it. I also went to give them my iPad. That is my journal. I mean, it is everything. Realize this is my journal that I have written in basically the whole entire time when I'm in a meditative state. Literally. I mean, I kind of like in the thermal video I showed you guys, where all the energy leaves my body. That's the state I'm in when I write in that journal. And that journal tells everything. It talks about how to create heaven on earth. It tells what steps to go through. It tells exactly how I should communicate, exactly what happens with people. In essence, you would think that it's your God's real Bible, because I'm in a meditative state. I'm not even in the illusion, not even physically conscious when I'm writing in it. Therefore, it's purely coming from my God within me. So I just gave the police, if I am lying, if I am doing anything wrong whatsoever, if I'm mentally ill, they're going to be able to find it. I have given them every ounce of everything. I've exposed myself to the core about everything. Yeah, they might see that I've looked at porn. Okay. Yeah, I've looked at porn. I admit it, But don't think negatively of that police officer, because he is treating me with respect. And actually, look in the video. What I see is here a very loving soul. He's looking at me. Granted, he thinks I'm lying. He thinks that I'm not judging. I can hear in his brain, and I know he thinks that, whoa, wow, this guy's really off the deep end. He's even trying to help protect me from incriminating myself. Because if I'm lying, oh man, I've incriminated myself something fierce. I know I'm not lying. I don't ever have to remember what I said. You know what? I haven't even read what's in the journal. So, wow. Yeah. You guys tell me. You guys prove anything that I'm lying about. You guys prove that I'm mentally ill without somebody else telling you I am. I know you can't, because everything I'm talking about is positive. Speaking of positive, remember a couple days ago, I don't know what it is to you guys, back in the videos, when I got cut, and I went in on video and I showed the officer the cut, and then not long after it was healed. Diane witnessed everything. Diane cleaned up the blood, and as soon as we got back from that appointment with the police, Diane, not me, Diane, found the knife that we believe is what cut me and cut my coat. So what I do, I help the police as much as I possibly can. Last night, this fine officer I thought was going to come by my house and collect the iPad, because I'm being 100% extremely cooperative, giving them everything they possibly could have to use against me if I'm lying. Because if I'm lying, yeah, I love you guys. I don't want to do anything that's not true. I don't want to spread any lies from your God. That's not at all what I'm doing. And how do you guys not know that? But, so, to give you something else extreme that I know they're going to try with all their might to say I'm lying, to say I'm mentally ill. But as quickly as that cut healed, last night, since I received the very hurtful message from Jody, and my communication with Diane really hurt, because she felt that I should be appreciative that she's getting rid of my stuff for me instead of recognizing, yada, yada. Anyway, so what did I do? My cut opened up, the one that it healed. I didn't do anything to it. I mean, it's not bad, but, being a tattoo artist, I take the skin very seriously. Let's see if I can get you guys to see it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but holy cow, it's almost totally healed now. Wow. See right there? It's already, hey officer, check that out. It's already almost gone. And it's hard to even get you to see it. So, anyway, the wound opened up again last night. And I know why. It's because the pain I felt from Jody and Diane started pulling me out of my consciousness. And when I pull out of my consciousness, I go back into the illusion because I'm feeling sorry for myself. Feeling sorry for myself for what I feel in the illusion people, let's say, harmed me. So when I get pulled out of my illusion, I guess, I just came into the knowing that the miracles that have happened can also go in reverse. Ashley and Alexis know that's true. Everyone in my family now knows that's true because look at how this story went in reverse and I predicted it. That's pretty amazing. But, you guys think I'm mentally ill, so you guys think I'm lying. I get it. Anyway, the important thing is, oh, by the way, did you guys notice that Corvallis Police Department is actually scared to even receive evidence from me that proves who cut me or that proves that I'm speaking the truth? They're afraid that maybe I have an end game that is going to prove that probably in essence that they truly have violated every ounce of my civil rights, that everybody has truly violated every ounce of my civil rights. Well, hey, brothers, I'd be scared too, because guess what? My end game is to prove that I have been telling absolutely 100% truth the whole time, and I am who I am. That's my end game, and I know it's already proven. All you gotta do is take the time to read it. Speaking of time, that officer didn't have time. Hey, he's a biz man. He's a parole officer. I respect his job. I honestly wouldn't want his job. But actually I would want his job because those people need the help the most. Anyway, he didn't have the time. But what's interesting? I'm pretty sure my webcam caught him with like 5 or 6 other officers, standing around like this at Trader Joe's parking lot. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not judging, but I just find it kind of interesting. If that was him, they're all standing around what appeared to be smoking and joking, but yet don't have enough time to receive the evidence that proves I'm telling the truth, that proves there's been multiple attempts on my life, that proves there was a legal mental health assessment, that proves everything. Didn't have enough time for it. So what do? I respect. I try to help the police department out as much as I can. I bring it to them. 100% transparency. Just like the officer says. I could see in his eyes, he's like, oh man, don't do this. You're going to give me proof that incriminates you. Brother, thank you so much for looking out for me. I appreciate that and I love you. But I assure you, I'm telling the truth. And I assure you, once you read everything, you're going to see that I am. And I can also assure you, you cannot find a single person in the world that will prove what I'm saying is not true. How can I make those claims? Because I'm one with my God. Pretty simple. He hadn't even watched these videos yet. Hey, I don't judge him. Imagine being in his shoes, receiving all of this, realizing that he got thrown into it because being a parole officer, he should be able to handle the mentally ill ones big time. I guarantee you he's regretting getting stuck with this case. If you remember the first time him and I sat down together, he said, "Do I not know what I'm getting into?" And I looked at him and I said, "Oh, brother, you have no idea." I also said, I put my hand on all the information, all the big stack of paperwork, proofs, truths, and I put my hand on it and I said, if I was you, I wouldn't even read this and I'd turn it straight over to the FBI like it should have been done in the first place. You'll notice in the video he also talks about, well, I need to give evidence to the corresponding officer of each case. Well, realize nobody in the police department has even bothered to give me the case number. Oh, I think, no. Even the assault got thrown into the initial burglary case. So the initial burglary case, I didn't receive the case number of that until a couple weeks later. And at that time, I was told there wasn't any case number for the assault or for the illegal mental health assessment. Now, keep in mind, I have given that officer Nathan, I had it prepared for him before he got here the first time, and he wouldn't take it. He wanted me to send it to his cell phone, which I did. Pretty much all the proof that the officers now have, and he wants me to give corresponding evidence to each case number. Pal, I get it. You don't want to have to deal with all this shit. I totally respect that, brother. But the truth is, Corvallis Police Department has not even provided me with additional case numbers. They're not even corresponding back with me. They're not telling me anything. So how in the world am I supposed to get corresponding information when you're the only person in the police department that will talk to me? Brother, I am not playing a game here. I am not trying to incriminate you. I am not trying to incriminate the police department. I am doing the exact opposite. I'm trying to get you guys to save your ass before it's too late. Because as soon as the FBI goes through it, they're going to have the staffing. And they're going to have computer programs, I bet you, that forensically will try to find some craziness. Oh, I bet you their computer puts blue lines under all my, majority of my journal. Because guess what? Grammar check has no clue how to handle someone who speaks purely positive and nothing but the truths. Because truths are the positive. I have picture after picture after picture, everybody's seen it, of my journal that as I'm typing it, the computer highlights underneath words left and right because it doesn't know what to think. Just like you put the God code into a graphing calculator. It says indefinite. Yet again, more and more miracles. Yet again, more and more denial by y'all. But that's okay. I love you, so I'll keep going. Anyway, back to that amazing gentleman. The video right before this one. Amazing how things work out. As I was standing in front of the police department waiting for it to open, I spoke to this fine gentleman. He shared with me a story that touched me to my core. He shared with me a year ago his girlfriend or fiance, I think it was his fiance. Somebody gave her fentanyl bars, just like what I required Ashley to flush down the toilet in order for me to start seeing her. Someone gave her fentanyl bars, and she died on his birthday 1 year ago. Today's his birthday. He continues on to tell me his story. You can imagine how I was able to reassure him. I told him he has to look for the positive. And you know what? The positive of her death is the fact that he made a promise to her that he would get clean. And today, on his birthday, he is entering into rehab. So I told him the positive of her death is her sacrifice got you to do what you're doing today to save your life. That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I was going to show the interview or the talk with him, but you know what? That's between him and his God. That's not my place to share because he was talking out of pure love. He was talking from his heart. He was talking out of pure grace. So no, that's not mine. That's him and his God's. But you will see in that video as I'm leaving the police department how proud I am of that brother, because I know he's going to gain his consciousness really quick, and I am so proud of him. He has HIV. He can't afford the medicines. The rich people have them. Shit, HIV to a famous basketball player, you wouldn't even know he had HIV. But the poor go through all the suffering. And no, it's not from intravenous use. He even admitted to me he's done cocaine. You know, I mean, shoot, realistically, who of us haven't? And realistically, nowadays, it's not much more than a really strong cup of coffee. It's horrible. I don't know why anybody would do cocaine. It's expensive. It's illegal. It tears up your sinuses. It makes you stuffy. It tweaks you out. And it doesn't last very long. So then you keep trying to do it, hoping that you're going to get the same effect back. Well, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yep. Anyway, I'm going to get back out on the House of Truths. I just wanted to share with you because yet again, your God is speaking loud and clear. You know, don't worry about me turning over the iPad for them to create a mirror image of it. I'll get it back. I got my cell phone back. They didn't delete anything. And even if they do, I got so many copies of everything by now. There's no way possible it could go away. I mean, shoot, even my documentary has copies of it. So if anything does get deleted, I'll have absolute proof. Win-win. But I trust Corvallis Police Department. I trust that officer. He will see to it that nothing gets deleted because he's a quality human being. That's why he's listening to me. That's why he's trying to understand. He's trying to believe. He's not there, but I know eventually he will be. I just hope that I have an opportunity to shake his hand, give him a hug, and tell him I love him. Once he does, realize I'm telling the truth. Anyways, you guys have a great day.